This week, the energy is the Hierophant. And for some of you, there's a strong tie to a Taurus person. This might be their sun, their moon, or their rising sign. If not, this is a week that may focus on tradition, conventional thinking, wisdom, and dealing with the establishment. That may mean institutions like churches or schools. It may be an official ceremony. Perhaps there's a focus on a wedding or a birthday or a baptism, a christening. So, there may be connections to the system, as it were, government, politics, or rites that link you to tradition. For some of you, there may be a setting where there's teaching or learning. Maybe you're seeking advice, or perhaps you're learning something new, or you're dealing with a spiritual authority, or getting some wise counsel, or some kind of professional advice. So some of you may be dealing with people that connect to ceremonies, or spiritual leaders, educators, advisors, or just a helpful, wise person. Maybe you're connecting to a mentor of some sort. In some cases, maybe this is a doctor, somebody that's focused on healing. Doctors, marriage counselors, arbitrators, consultants. It's all about tradition, conforming, conservatism, and people who possess knowledge, and the kind of knowledge that is meant to be passed down to the next generation. This is also a week where you may find you get a lot done. It's a week of high productivity, maybe, more than you anticipate. But in some cases, this will be a week where you're going to be dealing with drama, because this is all about following rules, following convention, doing what's expected. And the question this week will be whether you should conform, if you should be following conventional wisdom, or should you break the mold and strike a new path by being original. And your choices may produce some serious repercussions at a later date. So this is a week where you can expect life to kick up a notch. It's going to be a little bit more exciting, a bit more provocative. And that may be with regard to professional life, family life, or your love life, or all of them. You're going to find that more is expected of you. More demands are put upon you. And this is a week, because choices and decisions have consequence, it's important for you to carefully consider who you connect to, who is in your inner circle, who you're getting intimate with, who your associates are. Because this could be a week of some kind of impending scandal or intrigue. Now, maybe there's some unkind accusations floating about, or some rumors or gossip that may or may not involve you. Either way, whether you're at the center of it or on the sideline, you may find it difficult to diplomatically remove yourself from situations. Now, as far as productivity, if you're focused, maybe it's very easy for you to, achieve a goal. Or maybe you find it easier to compromise in a situation because you have the ability to see both sides of an issue. And, this is a week where you look at relationships and decide, you put them in perspective. Some relationships will intensify. You may become closer, or they may become more significant. In other relationships, you may decide to, streamline things back, simplify your connection. Now, if this is a week where you feel cheated by life or disheartened or discouraged by an outcome that didn't meet your expectations, it can be a challenging week for you. Part of the issue may be some ongoing inconsistencies in your behavior or your communication that prove to be a problem, either to your professional standing or to your personal connections. And usually because it's about expectation, it's what someone hasn't done that was expected. It's making promises and not delivering good on them, and perhaps one too many times. And this could also be a week where ongoing financial issues or money problems are the source of constant concern. Now, you may feel, or not even feel, you may become vulnerable due to impulsive decisions, reckless behavior that may even be dangerous without you really realizing or recognizing the consequence. So again, this is a week to, check, double check, again, make sure you understand what's going on before you proceed further in matters. This is a week where how you feel about something, your attraction to someone or your irritation, serves as the foundation for your actions. It justifies the means. It's easier for you to convince yourself that whatever you do is indeed justified. So for some of you, again, you're dealing with tradition or you're breaking with convention. Maybe you're taking an unorthodox approach. Some of you may be involved in alternative spirituality, maybe New Age belief system. Others of you are closing off altogether. Maybe that's due to some stubbornness or some dogmatism. There's a fixed way of doing things, and because your belief holds you to this box, you feel compelled to stay within it. It could be some extremism, maybe materialism, or this could be a week where there's a lot of propaganda, and probably so in the media. Maybe there's some misrepresentation, or you get some bad advice this week. Maybe you're dealing with people who are fanatical in their beliefs, some form of extremism, or you have a rigid way of seeing things. So the weakness here this week is procrastination, putting off doing what you know is expected of you. And again, the choice is, do you follow the traditional path? Do you play it conservative, play it safe? Or do you break the mold because it's time to seek out a broader perspective?